Barian, Ruweng da Vietnam, Ruweng da Tungyang, Ruweng for when you're down, Ruweng da Tungyang, Ruweng Tungyang. Ruweng da Vietnam, Ruweng da Tungyang, Ruweng for when you're down, Ruweng da Tungyang, Ruweng Tungyang. Ruweng Tiaisted, Jutang Namakwar, Mabas Galone, Wazir Galone, Mabas Galone, the Yin Man on the Bandu, the Yin Man, the Yin Man on the Tanya, the Yin Man, the Yin Man on the Jamboy, the Yin Man, the Yin Man on the Tanya, the Yin Man. Ruweng da Vietnam, Ruweng da Tungyang, Ruweng for when you're down, Ruweng da Tungyang, Ruweng Tungyang.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Marabam right here in the studio, PNA News Live, media broadcast in Atlanta, Georgia. Please join me if you have time. I have a very important message that I want to share with the members of Fanaru community and Ruweng at large. I will not spend too much time on the topic. It's a very simple message that I want you to hear it. The citizen, the leaders in Ruweng administrative area in South Sudan. The issues of Wunkur County has been occupied by the rebel who call themselves, they belong to Dr. Machar, who call themselves, they belong to Jonathan Wulong, and they are in the area where there is no a single soldiers who carrying gun, who call themselves an IO. In that area, it's none, it's a zero. There's no soldiers in Wunku who call themselves they are an IO. And you see, during the wartime in 2013, these people they went on the border. Their intention is to be close to the oil field, so that when they have power, then they will gain the oil areas. That is their intention, and we all know that. But guess what? The peace come to the country. If the peace come to the country, why these militias are still hostage the people of Unkur to be free in their land, to be free in their county? Why are they still there? This message need to be answered by the citizen of Ruweng, the leaders of Ruweng, and the federal government. President Kirmayadi need to give us an answers. Ring Machar need to give us an answer. Why those militia are still isolated themselves while the country is in peace? Why the government don't order them to be integrated into the national arm? We have a national arm, or they should be taken it, in the what you call containment area. Ruweng is not a containment area, especially Wunkur. Wunkur is not a containment area. You cannot make a place with a free militia and make a place for militia. We don't have militia in Ruweng. Why should they be in there? Even after the peace agreement is signed, even after the government called in all the rebel of Machar to be integrated, why are they still in Wunkur this time? Now they are abusing the life of the people. They're cutting trees. They do everything. Why are they still there? This is the question. Ruling citizen. Is it something that the ruling citizen has to solve by themselves, or something the federal government has to, to solve, to be the solution of this? The people of Wunku, they are sick and tired to be hostage by the people they don't know where they come from. These militia need to be evacuated. The government need to pay attention to this concern being raised by the citizens of Wunku. They need to go to their county so they can develop their county. Don't deploy a militia who claim they belong to Riek Machar. Riek Machar is the vice president of the country. What the hell those militia are still doing there? What the hell? Tell me, what the hell they are still there? Yeah, you know, being why this militia are still hostage Wunkur area in Ruweng. Why? And you lying to her, the peace has come. The SPLMIO is the part of the government. Why they still there? Why they are not moved where the stronghold of the IO is? You know where the IO is? Why you go and put them in Ruweng? Because you know Ruweng people are loving peace community. They don't discriminate nobody. They don't say no to nobody. That's why now you're deploying them there in their land, and this is create insecurity. It is create insecurity. People cannot do their thing normally because they fear. They don't know what this militia could do to their lifestyle. Hold on. Sorry, guys, for the interrupted. This is the message we need to discuss tonight. If you have time and you from Ruweng, you from South Sudan, you are welcome here on this studio. We want to send the message to the government of South Sudan. Why the militia are still in Wunku? Why? When the government said they have peace with the rebel, why those rebels are not integrated into a containment areas? Why? Why are you deploying them in Wunku? Now the people of Wunku, they cannot go to their area. They cannot go and prepare for 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 the rainy season. Because rainy season, you have to go there and prepare your land so you be cultivated. So they've been there in that area for almost 8 years. 8 years. This thing needs to be addressed. And this message, I want this message to go direct to the ears of our people, the citizen in the greater Jamjang, the citizen in for a greater Unku, and the entire region of Ruweng. This is not a Hornbill problem. This is not a Hornbill problem. This is a problem to all of us. If we don't speak with one voice to the government, this rebel will not move because their king is in Juba. Their king is in Juba, Riek Machar. And Riek Machar, if is the vice president for everybody, including the citizen of Ruweng, then these rebel, they need to go where they belong to, where they're supposed to be. Because you cannot deploy a militia in an area where there's no militia. This is not fair. This is abuse of power. And this is the tribalist issues. Why are you deploying them in Ruweng? And they are not part of Ruweng. They're not rebelling Ruweng. They have a place where they rebel against the government. They should take their belonging over there. They should take their belonging over there. If they want to join the national government, they have to go there so they can be distributed. Because we don't have no rebel in Ruweng. And we've been talking about it so many times. You know, been here talking, crying about Jonathan Ulang. And now this Malaysia, they claiming both leaders. They claiming Riek Machar Iowa and they claiming Jonathan Ulang Iowa. We are sick and tired of this culture of rebellion from 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 our neighbors. They like to rebel and they never achieve what they are rebelling for. Now they hostage our people for no reason. They need to go. They need to go to the government. And if the government will come and deploy them as the national arm, Ruweng has nothing to say. But as the rebel with that title, they still rebel. They are still not a part of the government. We don't need them there. And we're sick and tired of this, Junubin. We're sick and tired of this. We're sick and tired of this. These people need to go where they belong to. You cannot deploy a rebel in the area where there's no rebel. And this is what we tell our people before. Don't invite the IO. This useless IO will claim you later on. Now they still claim you and they don't provide you services. They still claim you and they don't stop the insecurity, the cattle rate. They keep sending thief in to come and collect the cow in Pariang, collect the cow in Vietnam. And they are supporters of IO. So what is good now of IO that some people are still running after IO? IO is a useless organization. An organization of killing, organization of looting public property. That's the definition of an IO. Tell me one thing that the IO has been success. Tell me one thing. What IO has been success on it? They be rebelling since 1983 until today. They rebel and then they go back in the same government they rebel out from, without even their case has been heard. What they rebelling for? Nothing. They always rebel when they have money. When they run out of money, they go back to the same government. That's what Rimachar has been doing in all these 30 years of his warlord. Rimachar is a warlord leader. And he wasted the life of innocent Nuer. Innocent Nuer are dying for no reason. And the Nuer people, they don't realize this man is a disease to them, is a disease for their future. Ringmacher is a disease to the future of Nuer in general and South Sudan. If people are not open their eyes correctly, please, I'm calling the government of South Sudan to take all those rebels, those militia who are in Wunkur for almost 8 years. Wunkur is the county in Ruweng. Sorry, guys, somebody keep knocking at the door. Somebody need a ride. But I will cut this short. Yeah, Ring Machar need to tell his rebel to join wherever location they are authorized to go and leave the people of Ruweng free. Ruweng is a lobbying peace community. You don't need to deploy all these killers over there. They are killers. And they are looters. That is their purpose. Why they still there? And their leader joined the government. Why? This is the question I'm asking. Why? If the IO joined the government, why are they still there? This is the question I'm asking both sides, the rebel leader and the government, President Kiir. Why those rebels are still there? And most of the IO, they were instructed. They were instructed to go to cantonment area. But why are these people in Ruweng are not taken? Why? Is Ring Machar keep them for another war or what? Is he keep those people privately for another war? If no another war, why are they there? This is my question. They are not a part of the government. Why are they there? This is the question I'm asking. Do the government want the citizen of Ruweng to respond to them? Or what? So the government needs to give us an answer. If the government is not able to move them, the government needs to tell us. The government need to tell us if those militia are there by their own powers. They need to tell the Ruweng leader, this IO They refuse. And then the Ruweng citizen will see what they will do. This is not fair, yeah, Junubin. People are celebrating the peace here. People are celebrating the hatred here. Why are they there? And they're not doing a good job, as I told you. They're not protecting the citizen of Ruweng. They are part of the insecurity. They are part of the insecurity. And you see people come to Ruweng every now and then, take the cow. They are part of the insecurity. They need to be moved so that we will see where the insecurity is still coming from. The insecurity is still coming from Bantu, from Jikeng, or is still coming where? But we cannot identify exactly where these people come unless they are caught. But if the Ruweng people didn't caught them, they always say they come from Bantu. They come from Bantu because nobody caught them. This is not fair, yeah, Junubin. Leave Ruweng alone. Ruweng is a place for the oil industry. Leave us alone so your oil can keep going to the market. But if you keep us under the insecurity, how your oil can produce the oil that everybody dream about? We have oil, we have oil, we have oil. IO destroying their own country because they want to looting the resources. That's the war of Ringmasha. Ringmasha will tell no answer to the whole world what was the purpose of him fighting the 2013 war, the 1991 war. Ringmasha never come with a single answer to tell the Nuer people, to tell the Junubin. His war was a war of greediness, power thirsty, power hunger. And then when he failed, he came back. He came back to the same people. He was killing them. Same government. Same thing, 2013. The same Tolpakir. Same Tolpakir that he ran away from him. The guy went back now to stay with Tolpakir. What was the objective of that war? If we are people who understand the truth, what was the objective of Ringmasha fighting? Just wasted the life of innocent Nuer for nothing. And now he seemed to do away with it, with his crime. But this guy is a criminal. He should go to international court one day. One day, when he no longer a vice president of the country, he should be made accountable because he created an unnecessary war to kill our innocent people, our innocent mother died, our innocent women for no reason. And now he said he's a part of the government. And now he still have a private militia. Why this private militia are still isolated themselves? Yeah, Junubin. Why? The people in the government. Why this militia are still isolated themselves in Ruweng? Why nobody questioning the government? Where is the person in charge with the military of South Sudan? Where is their voices? Why these people are still isolated in Ruweng land since 2013? When the government said we are now in peace with the rebel, why these isolated militias are still in Wunkur? It's question I'm asking. Kirmayari, you need to stop sleeping. If your vice president telling you the truth that he's the part of your government, and then he need to have those militia in Wunku to be integrated into the national arm, or they have to be taken into the containment area, because Ruweng is not a containment area. Ruweng has never been a containment area because we don't have no rebel in Ruweng. We don't have rebel who carrying gun. We don't. Maybe we have a rebel in the hotel, those who join Riek Machar from the hotel. But these people, they don't have no weapon. They can live like they are now living with us. But I'm talking about these people carrying military weapon, carrying military hardware. These are people I'm talking about. The people who are in Wunku, those militia. If they are not belong to Riek Machar, and then Riek Machar need to speak up. If they are not belong to Jonathan Woolen need to speak up. So we should know who this IO belong to and who is supporting them, where they get the money. Is the question where they get the money that they are survive, where they get the money. So now I will stop. I want to see if there's the son of Ruweng who want to come to talk. If there's the son from other region in South Sudan who want to come and answer this question, why this rebel are still there? Now they hostage the people of Wunku to do their own activities. Now in Ruweng administrative area, every county, every county they are starting their development. They start doing their center. But the people of Wunku, they cannot go to Wunku town because of the rebel. They fear their life. Junubin, let us not treat ourselves like this, and then you lie to other people. Oh, we are united South Sudanese. We are united South Sudanese, and you're doing something in a secret way. Why I never heard a leader in South Sudan stand up and asking why the militia have been deployed in Ruweng and Ruweng has no IO. Ruweng has no IO who joined the IO movement to fight against the government. We didn't. If you have an IO, these are the hotel IO. These are not the real IO like the IO who joined the IO from the Nuer community. Those are the real IO. They have military hardware. They have military uniform. They have military guns. Those are the real IO. They have boots. They went on the ground. They fought the government forces. These are the real IO. But you cannot rely on IO who ran away from hotel because they ran out of money in the hotel, and that's why they joined the IO, because they were about to be fined by the hotel owners. Let me share the link over here if somebody is interested. Here is the link right here for those of you who want to come. So I'm sending this message to President Kiir. President Kiir and Riek Machar, they both need to work this out. Those rebels, in this coming year, they need to leave. They need to leave. They need to leave. And the citizen from the two counties, the greater Jamjang and the greater Wunkur, you need to speak with one voice. Need to speak with one voice to free the people of Wunkur. You need to speak with one voice, send a strong message to the government, send a strong message to Riek Machar, a failed leader of the IO, tell him that Ruweng citizens, they don't want those militia to be continually stay in Wunku. They need to leave Wunku. They need to leave Wunku. If they need the land, they need to be deployed somewhere. But Wunku town, Let them be moved out from Wunkur town. So the people of Ruweng should do the activity in the town. They cannot come and control their town while they were not a part of the rebel. They were not a part of the rebel for the town to be occupied by the militia of the IO. Let the government take care of those. Let the Ring Machar, if Ring Machar still count himself as the leader of the IO, let them tell those leaders from the IO for those soldiers to be moved. This is my message. As the son of Ruweng, this is my message. Because I'm sick and tired of these leaders who don't understand the concern of Ruweng citizens. The Ruweng citizens, they don't need any violence. They don't need any violence like the violence been going on from other communities. We don't want it. We are loving peace community. And sometimes we are human beings too. And human being, there is a time that you will be run out of patience. If people don't listen to what you are being reported, we are human beings, and those people are human beings. Those who occupy the town. Human being can do some human being does when it comes to when you give all the necessary point of argument, and then the government don't listen, the rebel don't listen. What the reason? The citizen who the land is belong to their grandparents, the land is belong to their ancestors, will stay away, and somebody who came yesterday will stay there. How fair is it? How fair is it? How fair is it? Somebody come yesterday and want to kick the people out, and then they enjoy staying in the place. How fair is it? Yeah, Junubin. How fair is it? People of Wunkur need to be free now, so they can go back and develop their place. They can build their houses. They can build their road. They can build whatever they want to build. This is their land. Collect those IO and take them where they're supposed to be. Collect them right now. Let them go where they're supposed. President Key need to respond. So this is the message for tonight. For those of you who would like to come in, please join me. The link is right there.
til kuir wan bot ti aisted Ruweng ti aisted juk teng nam men kwer ma bas kalonde wazir kalonde ma bas kalonde the yin man yo the bang du the yin man yo the tan ya the yin man yo the cham boy the yin man yo the tan ya the yin man
You have heard what the song is telling you. If you understand the Dinka language, you should heard what the song is telling you. This song is very meaningful. If you are a leader, show us what the leader could do. This is the message now. I'm turning back to the citizen of Greater Jamjang and Greater Wunkur. You need to sit down and send one message to the government of South Sudan. Because you cannot do this by yourself. You cannot do this by yourself. Say, come with one message. The people from Greater Jamjang and Greater Wunkur, and then the entirely Ruweng citizen. Send one message. Tell the president of South Sudan that if there is a peace whereby the leader of the rebel is in the country, is the first vice president of the country, why the rebel are still being isolate themselves in Ruweng? This is the point I'm saying. If they want to be deployed in among the, the the South Sudan people defend forces, then let them do that, because we have soldiers who are belong to the national arm in Ruweng. If they want to be distributed in there, do so. But they are not supposed to be isolated and occupy one county. And they scared people to go and do their normal activities. This is wrong and is wrong and is wrong. It needs to be fixed. You can be a vice president of the country, and then you have isolated militia while you are calling yourself the vice president of the country. If you were not something else, why don't you question your first vice president? Why there are still some IO isolated themselves? Ariang Macha is the one who thinking a song. I'm an IO beaver. I'm an IO beaver. Please tell this confused guy, Ring Masha, he's a confused man. Tell him. If he's not responsible for those, the government will deal with them. The government will invite them. Government will distribute them. Government will integrate them into the national arm. We don't have any problem with that as Ruweng citizen. What we need as Ruweng, we don't need our land to be occupied by looters, by killers. This is the point. Since they were there, the insecurity has increased in Ruweng 1,000 times. Cows were taken. Sometimes they stealing cow at night, and you don't know who stolen those cows until you call somebody. So their presence in Ruweng territory is contributed to the insecurity in the area. Tell President Kiri Mayadi, enough is enough. Take those IO to a containment area, and they will see where you're going to put them next. But move them out of Ruweng land. We don't need them. We don't need them. Because this is ridiculous when the country say they are peace with the rebel, and the rebel still have an isolated militant. Where in the world you still have an isolated militant, and you lying to the country that you are in peace? If Riek is still planning another war, why he don't tell the people of South Sudan? If he still plan another war, and he will see how that ugly the third war of Riek Machar will be in the country. If that what is behind the closed door that nobody knew. But we, the people of Ruweng, we knew there's something behind Riek Machar. And that's why he still have isolated militia. Those militia, they are backup. They are backup. They are backup. If Riek Machar want to fight against the government, those militia, their intention is to capture the oil field. And when we tell the useless politician within Ruweng, they don't get it. Our useless politician in Ruweng, the people who run after power, they don't get it. They don't get it. This is what we knew. If there's no planning of another war, then move those militia. Move them out in Ruweng land. Move them out in Wunkur. My people from Ruweng, my people from Panaru, unite your hand again like you unite yourself in 1991. You unite yourself in 1883. And you united yourself since 1983 until 2005. Because South Sudan is leaders in South Sudan, they are not trustworthy anymore. They are not trustworthy anymore. If they are trustworthy, then Ruweng land should be free IO, because we don't have no IO. We shouldn't be having an IO being deployed in our area. Point period. They do it like that because nobody is speaking up against this. That is why. Let us speak up. Let's tell the government of South Sudan to take those IO away from Ruweng. This is our concern. This is my concern. Because they are not doing good things to the livelihood of the people in Wunkur, to the livelihood of the people in Jamjang. Because they are part of the insecurity in the area. They steal in car when they're angry. Because if they don't get enough money from their father, Riek Machar, they will go at night and sneak out and go and collect everything they got. And then later on, people of Ruweng will accuse their neighbors from Kordofan. And then later on, people of Ruweng, they will accuse their neighbors from Jekeng. So move those militia out so that the Ruweng people will be able to see where the insecurity is still continue coming in. Yeah. Sorry, guys, I'm back. I took my roommate to his workplace, so I came back. If there is anybody who want to come and cheer with me on this topic, please click on the link. Click on the link. Click on the link and let us come to talk about it. It's not fair to deploy a militia in a community where there's nobody who have joined the rebel. Take them somewhere else. You cannot you cannot put people at hostage in their own land of their ancestors. The rainy season is coming. Rainy season now we left like 4 months and the rain will come. People need to go and clean the land so they can prepare to cultivate. The people of Wunku are now asking the government of South Sudan to take out all the militia in Wunku. Go and deploy them somewhere else and leave Wunku town for the civilian to go back. It's too dangerous to have a militia, people who have a conception of killing human beings. They are not even said. They are not said to the community. They are not safe. They need to go somewhere and get treatment and get good way of life. They have to be oriented first in order for them to be going along with the civilian. They still have the criminality in their mind. They need to move. They need to be taken out. President Key, please, leader always do the right thing. Because you cannot be a leader forever. Don't put that in your mind. You and Riek Machar will be the leaders for South Sudan forever. You're not going to be the leader for South Sudan forever. We are not asking you to do anything for ruling people. We are asking you to take this militia. If you want to distribute them into the national arm, take them. If you want to take them to the containment area, take them. But Ruweng is not a containment area. I hope my message is clear for those of you who will come later on and listen to the video. My message is clear. The people of Greater Jamjang and people of Greater Wunku, put your boy together. Put all your... all right, somebody join me here. You are me, Jack. Me at you.
I was going.
Young man, me, Jack, how are you?
I'm doing good. Mchiri at pay.
Kiri you my shara, yeah, too much.
Mm.
Missy, the Alwell Jenta Wunku Nye, Ataka Nyai 2021. I mean 2022. It's coming. Quite if you be there. Miss Guano, Miss Guano, you question.
Alaya anta that to got off the beach. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, any message you got, Tino quite bipping. Missy Carluel, quite a jam, greater jam. I said, big, wedding big town, eto. Kule akume na kilage na akume na baka jod. Akoy gache koy bilwe la kabaka chob aerial. I can ke amuk military weapon. They have a military hardware out of a cake. I think a little bit motoni. So ke akuma na de rai ku bi jam ke ring sha de rai bi ke chala jet bi ke tak pin lagi chin ke yo duor pin community won te kira ne nyagat. It doesn't make no sense. Taking go ja stupid.
Mm.
So Chira Antonga road by siege in the government, why militia are deployed in the community where there's no rebel? Why you deploy them there? Because of the oil. Why she leadership the government she very relied. Why Kenya be rape in Ruweng? Because of the oil. Kuningring Mashaya and they talk the bellow quick to fight the oil field. That is their intention. Who can
Yeah.
deny that intention? If it's not intention, why they there? Why they still there?
No one can deny it.
Huh?
No one can deny it.
And we've been crying to the people of South Sudan, please take these rebels, go and put them where they're supposed to be. Nobody listen to us. And then later on, we are human beings. Our people can think of stupid act like they do. Because those rebels, they are human, like us. And if we tell them we don't need you here, let our civilian go and Wunkur town, and they still not listen. We tell the government not listen. We tell the leader of the IO, they not listen. And then if later on we take the law in our hand, who gonna blame us?
Yeah. Mr. Bunangor, this is a very interesting topic and it's very essential topic as well. And thank you for welcoming me to Panagum Forum. This is my first time to join this forum. So thank you. What I can say, the system of South Sudan is really is crucial. It's crucial system, which is nobody can understand it at all. Nobody can understand the system. So why I say that Salva Kiir and Rimusha, they are there sitting in Juba are the peace partner. How about those of Ulun? Are they the part of the peace or not? So when you see it, Ulun, those soldiers who are stationing in Wunkur, I believe they are part of IO and they are part of IO under Remushar and they are part of Johnson Ulun. And I don't know Johnson Ulun under who. So that's why I say the system of South Sudan is confused. So if Riek Machar is in Juba has the peace partner of Riek Machar, of Salva Kiir, then what are those militia exactly that are doing in Wunku? So to me, this is the confusion to civilian. If we are really concerning about the life of civilian and concerning about the peace of South Sudan, then we should know the role of leadership has a government, the role of government, and the role of rebel. Who is rebel? Then that rebel can be identified as a rebel, and then from there you will take a rebel is against the civilian, is against the country. But now rebel is a part of peace, and there's a rebel is still independent rebel. So to add my point, we have to speak up clearly. To speak up clearly to our governor, which is Chief Majong Chokwe. This is the clear season now. The tank can move free. All those Murfajia, Rabaya, Ongab, they move free. So we need those to be clear out. No, I'm on the video live. So we need those to be clear out, those of whoever is there who is responsible. So from there where we will know Riek, position of Riek, Is it really the rebel or is it the government? If it's the government, why those attacker, those soldier military that is still independent there with the heavy arm ammunition? And who is Johnson Ulun? Is it Johnson Ulun is the rebel or the father of peace? So our request to the governor, we want him to mobilize the South Sudanese defense force to take action against those who are holding the county of Wunkur. And those Pangak or Pagak, they come there now. They are sitting there illegally with the rebel, and they say we are in the Ruweng land without consultation of to consult the authority of Ruweng. That is shame on us, and that's a big insulted. Are they coming there by force now, or are they coming by what? Where the taxation are going now, and they are under which authority now? So everything, there's nothing clear.
Yana ka wuj bi jo tiji akuma kan yin ran chamin wa ka wuj bi tiji akuma au bi ja tiji mi bai achan ki bi mo tanin go wun ku ke e plan achan big ben big lo ko ba ko jwi bi lo ko ba ko jwi achan na de incident na lo ta wale ka bitor e planning
And
na le when a jit ko an pa pare an jit ko re ro ko le ke ka chi ke de
and kiyen kene kadang apiat be karang clear beneten cheman chiki ja beneten mana de delegation akuma chot ja kon jot kulel no ko ja ko kwonta pi wurku woni chol DIP
no nobody
receive
no visitation from the government official no visitation from Ringmasha side nothing
or humanitarian de humanitarian choja jore juong to kuten man ku jola ku jo ko la yen ke cham so ko em ngo ko nyin mat ini nyin ma el nyan kol met yang ku le tong te ru nu ku ngode ne ke to ra because ti tong nya ngo tong te yin jo yin ngot de to ko cha nang pe bin la go sa so akene ke ku ting ten
quite Ruweng a chulel point blank. Even my personal message I can legra and it's all manjo kulel and motonin ci jal fi banti e kada mod kwa shiru and a chiga accept big ben nga bog ke chin haja de nga bog ke chin ding because tera an bog moton kedang ni wan ngi banti nga ko ba pan ga ke mug ding wan ke pan ga because that is different yiran ba ke kada ran bo pat kuran de ke chobe
and
na chalo motonin achin motonin le ben video amruan ka mugden dengen awane ke where they come from
and to support your point
the
and
insecurity of people lekin kredie kle motonin le ko lo ataji je chimane ke et de wun ku ne ke loj biga reten et ne jamjang ne ke loj biga reten de ra na ba en loj le lan reten where in the way when you are somebody who run out from problem, how you choose the place to go and stay. It is where you go is the one to choose the place for you to go and stay. Ruwen kega de right big well we ko ci ben we bu ko ñoyten a cin gra bi ga lo la ñuten en kan man ke ko ben ti wel bi la ñuy pa na ko wa wel ko pan ga bi la ñuy ku see this pure plan this is the pure plan and
so
our president don't see. President Key don't see. Don't questioning his government. Ring Machar don't questioning his IO. Why? What attached the IO with the civilian? Because they want to do this civilian as the shield. Later on, if the rebel and the national arm collide again, those Muslims will be killed. Because when people fight close to the civilian, what happened in Juba, it can happen through a crossfire. There's no need that the Motonin come from Pangak. They will be attached to the militia in Wunku. Why they don't separate them? Why they don't separate them in Milwak?
Yeah, to support your point, kachiri kalwel ka chuka jami wane on social media katir. Even governor by himself, he was a part of this conversation. He have a full clue. I think. 'Cause when we sharp the ruling, actually jot bana ka talk again. But the problem, quite question to follow up, and quite question to follow up. Ko sharp the ruling, a chuk well, quite te quite book can hack denki, which is a mall, chicken mall. 'Cause then I check a bullet if you make a rating. Nicola coping in the middle somewhere ngabele. Ngel boy wala no min wa den pinyo chela yok chol so jonga and big latin. That follow up now when I go quick no ne kalo rotaman wala chiro lo. I think. So in the same chứ khỏi cái cuốn cu en ga wan chi jam cái then cái coi cuốn cu at the same time I mean coi wan en lo bi ban yun ku ko agreement chi ta nyen cái mu proof un ku ga pare rebel tin e pare rebel tin ana bi cái coi ka ku mo ku de real bo cái mu proof de rebel ga bi ko ni chi real bo cái then cái rico bi ban jam jam ku et ki te ta chin wi bi ka nyoyti this en ke ta fo de en ke bro lo e kin mana ben nyu ku et en ke e kene e jala ngo o message da angor ki ye luel o concern e ke chiri klo ke no concern o concern kuru dai tuo o already tuo chiru tuo kene en ke laman e ka gen men wi ka biyo ko bena pe en ku kana suppose en tamen ya ku madara ben ga cho ba in der area ka because chi ka ko
Because yeah, if they are not a part of Ring Mashar and they are not part of the government, they not listen to the government. Then why they staying there? They staying there in order of who? In order of
exactly
who?
so
So
I think
if they don't listen to the government and they don't listen to Ring Mashar, and then let military do what they like to do,
so
or
ken
they
ga
can go to live in a new place and leave Wunku town to our people to go back and establish their activity, because that
mm,
is our town. It's not their town.
exactly so we are not bugwala kuma da ki and yeni but we need to correct the government if there's a mistake the government of Kir and Riek Machar we have to correct them if they are part of the peace then the peace including civilian the civilian cannot be whole hostage kaiti kwachin pan ran we agam bi peace a hoy wala ngo
Actually, fair.
I
When
think
and can leaders ka faru and ka chola jit kan. Eke jit. Ogade MP achin galwel. MP ko represent.
mm,
Ogade former leaders ko na ban. They are nowhere to be heard raising discontent to the government.
mm,
But we are not telling people to go and fight. We're telling people raise discontent to the government.
yeah and
Ekilwe ngaben jo kweni, ngaben jo explain.
kiting ke wi koy ko won ta dingi kigena acha chan bro da kak in being a good person
Yeah.
you need somebody to respect you with your dignity kind thing bengeg rir ku jangeg rir ken ke we won ku jakrom we won ta ko rotek tin lakin koy ko de wonenu ane
Pinge,
bikalo
pingene, koi kike ki de rai den wana chi koi ki madinga wil wane jenyi unimis wan chi loy deploy the tui. A chi ben ja wan wala jenya chu wi. De di chi ke la
ko jenya jal man e
I
jal
jenya jal because of the community. Community said one voice. That's what I said. Koi ki jamjang, koi ki wunku, they need one voice. And then the whole Ruweng one boy could miss it. Those rebels need to be removed. In next year. We don't need them there. If they want to deploy them, let them be deployed.
Mm.
If they are not a part of South Sudan, if they are not belong to South Sudan, because South Sudan called all the rebels to join the government, and their leader is in the government. So why are they and who's supplying them?
Exactly.
Who's supplying them? Where they get the food? Where they get money to buy food from?
Exactly. So I could well so I ran one with which other lawyer contact or with one of the MP. Chano ben ti to kachir kake ro ko yonte longo e ke la twin. I think able man.
AMP road kak era leto kida ni chol council of state ene jo chol ken jake lu re lakini kige gwane ban ko abrana ke we hotel a chi gi jam tin until big jal kitchen gi chi kwen about it.
And maybe it is the time
Because this time a time you raise your concern to the government because the government, then our concern as the community need to go direct to the government through the support of the leaders who are representing us. Lakini kijola re kwa chiki jam kukepa nene kulu over fight slowly. Nale la tongo lo baden the same people kaka be attend again in the government like what happened in the past. Why she get there? I get kafana ru.
Alum abu na ngo injati ngane ngaman kini ni sia no enga
Lagi
imicho
I
buda
get the deal. Can she live because I ping? Kaka jam TV but national government. Kaka you jam ke mi ba lo ko ru government chol to take this militia out in our land because we want feed. We don't want them here. Jam in national TV ago ke aping Louis Grace ke ye choose kwa chiki kwen. Man, they are fighting. Ran to Kwan and Louis ko fight. Ran Kwan and Louis ko fight. Who could Louis by Jordan to a chica jam. Chimane, a man motonin jelijaken, a leg reva and aqua. Motonin bapanga, a leg rewunku. Why get like to leg a reti? Because Anaqua Jasiaga Chumal and then Loiton Road Kabegi caught Chumal. Wunku atiaga chumal en ka ke ne biga like biga motonin ken biga ben biga bega biga chill because use ke human chill later on lo ana ala ko to ke gude motonin na ke le la motonin kwa chiru we ngana plan kuna ala le ke ni open eye our brother and our sister piru we ngachi ke dedi ni chong gi lo kwa bi pol chong lo ye ne chol chong ni ko ke ko ke nyot culture the Ruweng could the Ruweng actually knew in TV in South Sudan ago you been copying a big polish young logan.
ma yen o ki kon yoga leader minadam wan kana o ki yoga leader kwa mana o ki ja yoga leader o ki ne la chomi leader ko wi buga la leader kana ke non when ko loy recruited bi ko chol ayung nam lauden min wa chen ngak lo to lo tung ko kana ye ngak lo tung ko pande kana en ke ku wiku e chen nang pe long de o ko mis ko ruwen o ki boda da chan bukti chu ko twet at all en nga akenon wen na kuma tan yari ko lo discourage ati en ko lo discourage which is to chi to hunde to rebel team rebel a cha mo so community and thing ke am so
The government
the country so a retaliation when a rolo ke suppose a kuma na be kada nga bible e da babat e deo e de ngo a kuma ka bai ne jo ran ka ben mo then abro ja ben yogo community den right kana ka kuma le ni kala ni kare ni ga chi ke chak ko en ke pan within dollar kimena o wo yo ting man ka to ko ten wana ko la ting ko ke lo ke ja tu ata pin ja ta pin I don't know en pan America kene je ko jo wan jo wo yo lo discover kana che ting inte lo tin
I can't know because
en
I'm on TL hatred want to you know been the other and en pain on a ruin and en know the gal oil lot of thing oil environment is affecting ruin again pain to be I know the TV South Sudan I go alam I go getting it hatred ATL monjang hatred
ai
hatred
en
ATL
en ke yen
ruwen alui lajin bita dollar Sudan alui ruwen ke us for almost how many years it go to 9 years now I mean 10 it's going to almost over 10 years kwa lui ke us ruwen kiting man ke the official government you can't watch it and bilating how the ruwen people are accommodate this over 200,000 refugee
en so
okay, these refugees are from Nuba Mountain, from Kodufan, and we are the one hosting them. Kokia music credit, the man I share Louis report. I go,
now we
well food program. I go well
we
food program.
we have Ethiopian now. We have Ethiopian refugees now in Ruweng.
I think Ben, yeah, can labai one
No,
thing
you can't
program.
chạm go chạm ấy bên nó cái đâu
And
chạm bên
Kokia jam okay in credit because
đưa loại điện nó đâu trên bên ấy bên
TL then na lwelen ruwen abiga ko pet ene ko pin junubinga e pa ata jalmi da ke lo ko bila jam bi kre la jin reten bi ka lo report ali
nè
eben ko ya TL ke do mo ben yi janli fi dollar
nè cái yên cái cho quý yani hak hak du iran cái yên này yên có chọc anh chú yêu cái leader call chỉ call cái then cái leader we could be concerned be just seriously be just seriously in concern na ku sharp I think ko bi message da bi just akay ku luel rude ci be tuwo ke Johnson lu ñu la koy ring mu ca ke be to pi wun ku ru to le tin jak ne
our message o ko ruwen let ral now let's send our message to President Kid I can't man can you to the young dam we can still tell him we can still tell him and can I go to it and I will we and go in a thing be dollar chopping I share loy ke loy low ga chi ko yo bib
yeah
okay
taban
in the head of the state and now my government all the rebel I give you 2 weeks or I give you 1 month to collect all your belongings and you need to join containment area go ruin in another containment area
exactly yeah today
if they are not if they not listen to the order from the commander in chief the president of the country who should they listen to if they not listen
ma ye nai
and they can alwak president okay rebel you're in a community where there's no rebel why can deploy ruling why you can deploy people Kubantu this is the where the stronghold of Io were in kujake la tapa na ru ukejo chole jamen ki wallahi ininge winman jue de to oh ininge Michael Charen to oh ininge bol e ko chuto uge ke jo cholen ke la ko ko
wiji de chere de ma de ko ngur ge per en ade ko ngur
ban jo kini ma ya chuto edwana ni yin tayo I regret kan ni yin tayo I regret
ke yi ne ko ki ko lo punishment na chana ko pi po ma wan jora lam nyal ma po ke po
manane ni yin tayo pi chugudum I'm regret now the way he's treating our people I regret
la yi da do buno
yes when I entire Pichugudum 1994 95 I'm regret why I can't enjoy entire
ge bani ci bay lul zaman da ci bay lul
jo chole jam ko ko fa ruwa ko ko pet ye man ni ye yiluli chol ga taw engeno kwen ko chito kwa chito wa chik dama ne chik loy ku ko ja to
kun nge ko jo yol ke no kake
oyo la na ko oyo la na ko ki a shipping to ki jam ke president meta dollar oyo la na ko parien oyo la na ko people loy kwa ki a shi jam level the dollar ago ko je oyo la company ago ke mi accountability aliu rebel are bai nam den a shi order da shi gabatin yen ma jen order kin gam degree ku rebel to ruwe nga shi yen degree ajel
ma yen ai almem ke an point
I'm so sick, man. I'm so sick.
Ke point nu be ben lo support
Like I'm not happy about it. Rebel nigga jel. Tishiriang ma cha by paid by reason of the dollar. Kachiri reason in the isolate Malaysia. Come Malaysia kaka aluke dumu. Sabi ka tak pi containment area or ran chijele ukata politi. Ran chijele ukata wayu anat. Ran chijele ukala luek. Because the Chindia be loyadi, mine la luek in a loy pol. Kachi ja cho lawo ga dot ko ne insecurity loy create by panda. Chima ne ka rut kwal wa ko kule ku kwal go because chinan ke chamgi. What do you think they can die and leave the cow? I'm so sick of this president, man.
ai ka lwel ke buno ke yit en ga kwen ga tikira lo ba ni fi Africa then na kin ku don bi du taban na kin nai kan ti a ke non we o ga ngor ko do kin ti mene met
We don't care about how long he's gonna rule the country. We care about him to give the order as a leader. You need to show a position of a leader of the country.
So ke ne ka ke
The Chiriang Machajo Bena Kene paid by president. Engerable young or Unku get Pala and Koipanaru. Ring Machaga get a faru. Well, I got a kid, you know.
en so ka lwel ke yit na buno ngo
Our brothers of Ruweng, I see the music Jaga Diet, Ijora, Diet, a man, Parian, Woon Parian. I see it to Lego cake, kitchen again. I can you know they are again they can well because kitchen level and able no deploy partner.
dit a really big concern a really big question again en sin minago kon gam ai won yani kenen ga kon en long foreign wide ko ai wo ke ran to ken la paga ka cha ko ka ro chen gi do population ben do men ga kaiti so aka wai road kuma yi atoki bada chen te wonte bugal we non te bu ko jang ro do na kuma ulal ku ke lo o ken ara because o ga junubin ka chen da pa wonte loktin so you have to change this policy wonte wo ben no en a policy mane
Pioni and take quite ruling ben including you. Pioni and Jagamwe. Could you know I did respect because she okay back the be na okay palo you know can you go do say want you call la ko du fan
atau ga yan ngo yene ne piona ke ta ga
bu oil penyamo ge no la bio ga bi the kide bu dong nam chumal ina oil
but le bin piona be wa atau ga yan woro yene piona ake daman bezen kingu yo na yo ku chan ha goti
la you know bin oil la chu kwede ka chele bi ko kwa lo ya bi the oil chu kwede
tu char man jo bag no man ke cha ka ju kon gola man ke chok nam ikadang no yi we no yi tu char la we
because social politics your interest I ain't politics interest o ko ruwen ku chiena lo respect ko you know can well get our hell out here let's go back to the map of 1905 buga ko du benda ujagula bena wel ki jubal nu bada ku jogo to ke ka junubi non chiran makadi jiboten
And
wala
ay
hache
jai.
how yoga patient oga chi tara kuma oga re ko gabe atanyra ra nago e jo tanyo ko nago ke jo la loy deploy immediate diari
Cái
cái jo ga cái jo tat ko chito
ku je qualify at all already. Ko je confident at all to do the job at all already. Ko je jam at all ake luel kulela mesi ke jor koleg in luela ayen ki wo ye lu fa kala wo ye lo ngor ke luong pin
kwa chi jam timan wan sura wa le ka dama yan ma jo ka gati
chu gati
e
chu
o ke
gati
sura do ko ngun nyo de run ngi ban kuna le wel ke le ke sura ke Nigeria e sura ke be ke sura ke Nigeria
cha ga ja ko tin ge MP
eh
ole deputy speaker ga ja ko tin ga ja tin
en kan me dai dit ki chuk to ke me ma yang ne ge e nyot ke me ne dit farian kwa chin mi di dit de wa a chi gi gam ko yunubi ke de ne oil bet o ku le ke take the oil we don't care about oil but our land it will be a land forever for us. We cannot trade our land to please other people. Ima na pid wane ga ko orian ko le lai ko Ruweng ke ga be ko ke ga bi ke pid a will no. Go gam junub ke be ke da junub
ai
ke
almen
anamen
almen you know bono my last remark kalwel ke yit and our request to president to jola chief of Ruweng and ila dem biga vigilant kilo wen na ku be pe je ru wen be pe je kala jan jan wana ke ben loy cho be wi cha de junub Sudan ge sharp wat wana de ran aggressive is willing bi kira nan ya la jot again chip re jibo kan kre yo en ke tabab de gen chip ta dola ga ni de ran en wi bi kira nan waru
lo criminal ma
ke la de me je bi a ben within 10 minutes ko ku chere pe ni we yo ku moy ke me jeri mu ke kaka moy ke bi won cha be jot and that's where big yo
ai
tai
yen and a lot of thing aja kan wel kwa che lo mit ke pa na pia mit ke pa ru particular aja lo ko pia
en
elwe
mening de helicopter ka da kuma je ja ba chere pe par chot bi
elwe
ke ran do ran nga jot
elwe la kera
o bi a
tong ka waja ashi beli usida eran mkin ngodo tong je ashi beli usida eran mkin ngodo tong arab ashi beli ashi da man bi pa na ko ba yong ku ja lwe la ke ake bi president ngui ashi
so
da
the
man
country
president ke lui complaint ci ben on his death
exactly
and the ruling the chen ga on his death kan ko what is this we responsible for the deployment of Malaysia. Why these people are still there?
yeah
Yen
so
follow up. I shall we follow up like president.
we are not the country without law kwa no country won't no law enforcement then anong a lot of activities a moton chiro tak pro jor kule moton ngene no this one have to stop at the rebel ere within a country no jare ke tere chien tere tong wala de chiri wala country ke ere within a country for ikin piti ta nya kai country this we have to think how wala kang lo we have to think
Yen
um,
di
so
Paul video ago Paul check ago yala ping because the chief video you 1 hour you 2 hour I no go.
no ya nan kini no nga tinga ngam na won at tina ba palin abu kunai
Yen di thank you for coming. I wo koi kwa aba jo gucho. Lak yang in video kan. In ka ke lwel Ango ke koy lat, ango ke koy lat. There's actually let in a truth this truth will free you. Now if you don't listen to the truth, I can listen, then go okay human being. The truth I can send the ran a keg your gali to kuleka. Then you are not one of us a human being. Code of a country, the whole country code that they have to be issued by the president or by the minister of defense. Minister of defense or the chief of staff in the arm. This Malaysia in Wunkur, they need to be removed in 2022. They need to be integrated into the national arm. Whoever is capable should go to the national arm. Whoever is not able to do the military work should go to the civilian. It's easy and simple like that. Kir Mayadi is the president of the country. Is the man that who has all the powers of the presidency. If Riek Machar is vice president, why Riek Machar still have a military a militant who are claiming him as their leader, and is not telling them to go where they're supposed to be? If there is a peace, yeah, President Kiir. I never believe it is peace. Riek Machar always sitting with you, and he has another plan. Riek Machar is still not give up on fighting. Riek Machar is still planning more fighting, more bloodshed in that country. That's why you hear from people of Ruweng, the civilian from Pangak, they are coming now to Wunkur. They want to stay close to Wunkur because their plan is one. The civilian from Jekeng of your second vice president Taban Dengai, they are now moving to Panakwaj. They're planning. There is a planning. That's why why they choose to go Panakwaj, and Panakwaj is on the border. It is the plan of Riek Machar. It is the planning. They still planning war against you as president of the republic, against you as Kir Mayari. Quite share lady. Now live any okay ko yoga ko lanji de ma. Quite mon ya kon de ni jalan bai mo wa kai kon ta we tong yen mo pa na America. Mo wa kai kon ta tong yen. Akoji en lad gala ke mo to ke I'm sorry. Achin mon to ke e truth kin wan ka jan ke we ka be South Sudan lo liberate e da ngor ko mo ko cho. Kwang wan ta ne ko mo do jiten wan ta ri ata da garang ini ya yin ta in ki ayi ana man anti ya regret kanin jo yin ta ya. I'm regret. Ya jo yin ta ya for what? Ini ajo yin ta on because they in a general in the army, you are second man to John Garang. But now you look at Kajika would call yin, Kajika Kaji Garang Mabur, Kajika Kaji yin one, a local Chalalu abuse, quite yin Chajang, a Chalaka abuse. Okay, Joel will got away, quite ruin, I check a yin administrative, quite ruin, I check a yin administrative, or yin administrative. I shall more abuse the Koika. Or yin administrative area, I shall more abuse President Kid. Or which you in administrative, I shall more abuse. Or you care administrative area, Ugukwa, call Miss Ruweng, because one there civil war, I'm taking Miss Ruweng, and Chilo. That's why we are qualified to get administrative. When you know administrative, can I go like animal. They kill our people like fish. These are the two items that allow us to qualify. Number three, we are Junubin. Cook the right. Find other oil. And instead of oil. Why people are jealous about it? Why people are jealous about us? Those resources, you cannot use them as a red card to abuse our people. These are the national resources. Even those who fought the war against the government, they still benefit from that oil resources. People of Ruweng, we are not benefit from it. Our animals are dying because of the oil pollution. Oil mixed with the water, and animals drink them at the same time. people drink that water in the same time. And you are the president of the country. You never regulate. You never let your country law to regulate the oil company, because oil company should be made accountable, because they are the one who are exploiting the oil. They should maintain the oil from mixing with the soil, from mixing with the water. It's their job. If they don't do it, close it down. This is why we're blaming you, President Kidd. We're blaming you. You are the head of the state. People have to hear you talking about the issues. If you don't like the people of Ruweng to be as a part of South Sudan, let us go back to Kordofan. Let us go back to Kordofan. If that will be better. Because Kawanchol Dengma Jokula Kordofan is the same mistreatment. Mistreatment again the minority. That's what makes Dengma Jok to move the power to Kordofan. That's the same thing. If you are still applying the same thing to Ruweng people, one day we will be a part of Kordofan. Because Junubin, including you, TL, Tawa Group and Kan, Chinera and Kada Dog, Kujalo working in administrative area. We were not given a administrative area to go abuse. Oyala Luyog abuse, rebel Aluyog abuse. Kurebel, they were not go to war because of Ruweng. They went to war because of you. Yeah, and you talk go and listen to this video. These rebels, they need to leave in 2022. They need to leave. They need to go. If they are not a part of the government, and then the government has power to tell them move. If they are not moved, military action should take place. If they are not listened to the voices of South Sudanese, if they not listen to the voices of the presidency, why they are there? If they are not if they are not a rebel of South Sudan, then let them go where they think they are from. They have to leave the territory of South Sudan if they are not a part of rebel of Rimachar. So I'm the coach then. Thank you for watching. Please share the video and leave the comment.